Well, time now for sports with Leo McGuinn and a mass exodus of athletes from Paris in the wake of these Olympic Games, Leo.
Yeah, as you were saying, it's all over after 16 days. I don't know how you feel, Jenny, but I feel a little bit bereft this morning. I didn't really know what to do with myself. I was so used to getting up every day, turning on the TV and watching some random sport that I only watch every 4 years. But not today, as you say, all over after 16 days. And we saw hundreds of athletes leaving Paris today. Some took the train, the likes of Germany, the Netherlands and GB, lucky enough to be able to get the train home. Others obviously had to fly. I just wanted to give you some stats from these games, seeing as it's now been wrapped up. Athletes from 64 nations won a gold medal, including Botswana, Dominica, St. Lucia and Guatemala for the first time in their history. Also, the refugee Olympic team won their first ever medal, full stop. In total, how many medals do you think were handed out, Jenny, overall?
No idea at all.
1,044. So you were slightly off there with your no guess. So look, this might be making you sad that it's all over, but good news. As you say, Paralympics, we do it all over again in just 16 days, where there will be over 4,000 athletes coming to Paris to compete in over 500 events. Here's what the Paris 2024 boss, Tony Estanguet, had to say a little bit earlier on today.
I think a lot of our compatriots are going to discover Paralympic sport, and they won't be disappointed, because once again, they have the same ingredients as the Olympic Games in terms of performances by incredible athletes from all over the world, extraordinary venues, and then there's the extra touch of Paralympic soul that I think is going to give us all a very, very strong emotional boost.
Well, a lot of these athletes we saw leaving just then will be hoping to be back for LA 2028. But there's one Olympic legend who won't be back, Leo.
Tom Daley announcing his retirement today. The diver, of course, said he definitely won't be back in Los Angeles 2028. And this is his swan song. He said it was the right time to retire. He's Britain's most successful diver, only 30 years old, but it really does feel like he's been around forever, and that's because he started so young. Beijing 2008 was his first Olympics, and he was only 14 years old. He started on the global stage as a child. So he's been at the top level for 16 years now. So fair enough that he's walking away at such a young age, you might say. But as I say, Britain's most successful diver of all time, 5 medals, including 1 gold, and he won silver in the team event with Noah Williams just a couple of weeks ago here in Paris. Daley had effectively retired after Tokyo, but he said he wanted to come back and compete one more time so his 2 kids could watch him, and they did watch him, and they watched their dad claim a silver medal. So that was one of the nicer moments of the Games. He got to fulfill that dream. I think it's really difficult to put into context the impact he's had on British diving. Before Tom Daley came over, diving wasn't cool. In the UK, since then, we've seen more and more gold medalists. Before him, they hadn't had an individual medalist in diving for over 60 years. Now there's been 4. So Tom Daley, retirement, well-deserved rest for him.